What's going on, Buff Nation? Welcome back to another video. So I was just thinking, when Coach Prime flew from Jackson to Colorado, he must have had a connecting flight. And in that connecting flight, his luggage, his Louis, must have got lost somewhere in the mix. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Louis is starting to arrive. I know when you guys put your head down to sleep last night, you were thinking, okay, some good news could be coming. We could be expecting some more things. Sheldon said, hey, we're going to have about 4 or 5 more offensive linemen. That was kind of what I was feeling. And no need to fear, ladies and gentlemen, Deion is here. When you went and put your head down last night, 2 more offensive linemen decided to come bebopping up on in here and committed to Colorado. On top of that, they landed themselves a speedy wide receiver. We got a lot to go over. Sit back, relax, let's have a good time. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, because you don't want to miss this insane offseason, just like I said it would be. And let's dive right into it. First order of business. Like I said yesterday, it looked like it was going to be a done deal, and a done deal it was. Khil Benson from Indiana, standing at 6'6", 332 offensive tackle, was visiting yesterday, landed in Boulder, went over there and shook old Coach Prime, said, hey, let's rock and roll. I'm going to show you these quick 3 little clips here of Coach Prime shaking all of the recruits' hands that he committed just over the last few days here. It's almost as if there's just a line of just transfer portal guys just out there, and Coach Prime just like, hey, let's ready? All right, cool. Like a graduation, right? Thank you. Thank you for signing. Thank you for signing. Thank you for signing. And they're kind of just waiting to post them out. You know what I mean? Just waiting to pump them out. It's just one after the other at this point. Who knows? Could get 3 more today. At this point, just keep developing our because who knows what's going to happen. But Khil Benson, I told you this was going to be a big pickup here. Big offensive tackle to go alongside Jordan Seaton. 6'3". Again, I told you guys yesterday, played with nearly 800 snaps under his belt. He had an ACL tear 2 years ago, but a ton of experience coming into Colorado, again, with 800 snaps under his belt, playing at Indiana, played all 12 games last year. So this is something that they lacked last year, which is a lot of experience on the offensive line. This is going to be a huge addition to what already is this great wall of Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, we just put the little Mount Rushmore heads up and just boop, 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 of all the young men that have committed just in the last 48 hours here. Then next up, we've got another offensive lineman here, 6'4", 280 inside offensive lineman from UTEP, Justin Mayers, I believe is how it's pronounced. 3-star guy. I got a 76 rating on 3. Again, another one out of Texas. Got some guys from Texas yesterday. Another big pickup from Texas. But what's interesting about this one is the amount of snaps this young man has. He has 1,700 snaps in 36 games at left guard under his belt. You want to talk about experience. And I believe he also has a 77.4 or 77.83, I believe, 9 PFF grade on PFF, which is an extremely high grade for inside offensive linemen. So now you've got 2 solid tackles, 2 to 3 solid tackles, couple of guards going in. The line, like I said, is starting to come together. And a big thing, again, it's not going to be the flashy 5-star recruit that everybody else is seeing, right? But 1,700 snaps, somebody like that is going to be a huge asset to your team with just a ton of experience. Now, I'm going to get into a decommitment that happened here in just a moment, and I'll elaborate on who that was. But the reason I mentioned that is because bringing in all these transfer portal guys is going to be eating up a lot of scholarships. You only got 85 scholarships that you can be handling out. And so we see a lot of kids decommitting, and I was wondering, there must be a game plan. They're clearing out some space, probably clearing out some NIL cap, if I had to guess, to hand out to a lot of these offensive linemen that are coming in. The value of an offensive lineman right now is up to about $500,000 across the board. These guys, these things are a prized commodity in college football. Athletes, wide receivers, running backs, etc. Look, we love them. They're flashy. They're fantastic. But let's be honest, they're a dime a dozen. Finding yourself a solidified offensive lineman with a ton of snaps, ton of experience, they are hard to come by. And they're going to be a high-value target for the NIL, especially with this upcoming offseason. So, huge pickup here. 2 more offensive linemen on top of the 3 that they already signed just the other day. I don't think they're done. I would expect now maybe 2 to 3 more. 2 to 3 more is my prediction. I could be wrong here. Could be wrong. I want to know down in the comments below, over or under 2 to 3. Where's your head at on that? Do you think more? Do you think maybe less? Do you think 2 is the number? Let me know down in the comments. But again, Aaron Butler, 4-star commit from 2024, who committed a while back, was a USC favorite. Coach Prime was able to flip him. He has since now decommitted as of yesterday and has reopened up his commitment and reopened his recruiting. Oregon seems to be leading the way on that one. But like I said, a lot of it, I believe, has to do with clearing NIL space and clearing roster spots and scholarship spots. He's always said that the portal is going to be his point of emphasis. So this really doesn't surprise me, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to spin it one way or the other because I know how people are going to be, oh, you're just trying to make it seem like whatever. Look, you know how the haters are going to say that everybody's leaving Colorado. That's the only noise that you're seeing. But there has to be rhyme or reasons to everything. They just landed Cam Michael, who also fits into the athlete category that Aaron Butler does. So is it a huge loss? It's always a loss when somebody leaves. But I feel like there's a little bit more reason behind it, but people don't realize that sometimes it could be a mutual decision of like, hey, this isn't going to work out right now. But it appears the kid is just decommitting when in reality, Colorado said, hey, this isn't going to work. But they'll never come out and say, hey, we pushed him away because they want to make sure they save face for the kid and create a good relationship with him. So I'm not saying that's what happened, but how I'm watching this unfold, that's kind of what I'm leading to believe. And next up, look, no big deal because Terell Timit, 3-star wide receiver out of NC State, has a lot of experience under his belt as well. Last year had 14 receptions for 274 yards and a touchdown in his 9 career games with a ridiculous 19.5 yards a carry. Earns a 4.4 time in a 40-yard dash. Just get this man the ball, throw it, have Shedeur just zip it on over to him and let him do the rest of the work. Again, that was something that we're big of last year, just having a ton of weapons that Shedeur can sling it to. I would expect more guys like this to come rolling into Colorado. And think about all the guys that came from USF, like Jimmy Horn, Weaver, right? These guys that came in last year that probably weren't a big prospect, right? But a ton of speed, some elite talent, weren't really highly recruited, but given the right circumstances, given the right layout, were able to excel tremendously. So again, these values that people are going to try to place on these kids, I wouldn't get too caught up into it. Going to be another huge get for Colorado. Somebody, again, with college experience who's going to be able to plug in and play and be effective immediately alongside this offensive line. This offseason is starting to really ramp up to be something special for Colorado. Last year was one for the record books, but it was more so cleaning house, right? Had to go in there, clean everything out. And I've always said when you want to clean something, it's going to get dirty before it gets clean. Last year was the dirty scene, right? Kind of had to knock everybody out, and you try to clean up a little bit, get some guys to fill in those places, but you're kind of too late into the cycle. This year, you know what you're talking about. And he talked about it last year, right? We were just trying to fill the cupboard up, put everything we can put into the kitchen. Now, I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to take a little bit of this. That's exactly what they're doing, taking a little bit of everything that they need to put together the winning pieces on the football field to have a successful season in the first year in the Big 12. Absolutely, again, monster pickups here just in over the last 24 hours. Those 3 guys all happened within 30 minutes last night. I was trying to go to sleep, and I go, you got to be kidding me, Coach Prime. I'm trying to take a nap here, man. Let me get some rest in. You should get some rest in. But not until you get some more recruits in. Keep moving. Keep moving. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to smash the like button. Subscribe. Let me know down in the comments as well how you're feeling so far about this offseason. You feeling pretty good? What else would you like to see commit? Want to hear from you? We'll see you guys in the next one.